Hi, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to my channel, E.D. Lewis Reviews, for another review. Before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe button, and please leave a comment. I don't get enough comments, and I just, I get more viewership than comments, and I would really like some comments, so please at least say hello or something, or Happy Pride Month, or something nice and encouraging. Um, or thoughts about, like the books that I'm reviewing, especially this one, if you read this one, or if you'd like to read it and you'd like more information. Any information I forget during the video, I can provide you. As long as the comments are nice and friendly and are not mean or rude, because we don't like those. Or inappropriate, please, none of those. So, happy Pride Month, happy summer, because it is now summer. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the start. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me on Wattpad, which is a little bit key to this video in a way. Anything else before we get started? Oh, also, please follow me and find me on BookBub and Goodreads as well. Okay, let's get started. I'll do some more plugging at the end, but that's the upfront follow me things. So, it's Pride Month. I have 2 videos left, this video and another one, and I may end up doing another one tomorrow, because this month's almost up and I don't have much time to do it, and so I just had to pick my times. I want to do it a little earlier this evening so it'd get published earlier on YouTube, so we're not doing it at night. But anyway, it's evening. So, this time around, I'm doing a Gothic Romance, and ironically, the book is called Gothic Romance. It is Gothic Romance by L.V. Lloyd. It was published in 2016. It is a Gothic Romance, like I've already said, as the title says too. And, it's done very much in that same fashion as the, popular, Gothic romances from the, that I moved a word around on accident. That the Gothic romances that were popular in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. But it is also a Regency novel. What in the world? Sorry about that. It's also Regency, so it doesn't have, the romance is more of, the little more romantic, the relationship-wise and the attraction than it is about the sexual part of the relationship, although there is a little bit of that. And since, it's Pride Month, and I chose this one, I have talked about this on my preparation video, it was about a month ago, for Pride Month, and it is an MM romance. So it takes the typical female character who leads the Gothic romance and places a male character in that role, and so the love interests are 2 guys. So, but I have my notes right in front of me, so I'm not looking down. I'm looking at an angle this time. So, the book is also similar to another MM romance from the 1980s, which was the very first Gothic romance that was gay Gothic romance. And it was called Gaywick by Vincent Virgo, which I would love to do a review on, but I don't have a copy of the book. I've read the book, but I don't have a copy of it. It's very similar to that, and it's a completely different story, but it does have a lot of similarities to that. It's much shorter than that book is, because that book is rather lengthy, and also it doesn't have the purple prose, which are nice and beautiful, but sometimes I felt like in that other book it detracted from the story. I think this was written in the right kind of language, and it's a very quick read. So this book, I read it a lot of times before I went to bed, and stuff, and when I didn't have one of my books on me, I just pull it out and I read it on my phone, because I read it on Wattpad originally. This is the Kindle edition, which is available. I will talk more about that later, and the whole Wattpad thing. But the yeah, I'll talk more about that later. But this book also pays tribute to Jane Eyre, The Turn of the by Charlotte Bronte, The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, and Dracula by Bram Stoker in some of its details and somewhat parts of the plot and how it's all plot points anyway, different plot points. And also, the escalating suspense in this story and the pace of how it's written and stuff remind me very much of a Mary Stuart novel. Just Mary Stuart in general. Especially, I haven't read that many Mary Stuarts, but it reminds me very much of it, especially when the suspense starts building and, like I said, escalating is the word I used. Especially Madame Will You Talk. But anyway. So, this book is about Jonathan Winter, who arrives at Castle Blackstone. Yeah, sorry. It's been probably a month or so since I read this, or a few months. To be a tutor to Lord Danvers's son, Evelyn, who is a very intelligent boy, but he's also very sickly, too. But there is a mystery about Castle Blackstone in the forbidden section of the West Wing, which Jonathan is ill prepared for. But even more so are the advances from Lord Danvers himself. So, I don't want to give too much more away about the plot. There's kind of two stories that go on in this book. There's one story, it kind of ends and leads you into the next story with the same characters and stuff, so it's like two plot points go on. It was very funny and very amusing at times, especially this one scene where, I don't want to tell where they go, but Jonathan and Lord Danvers go to this establishment, and it's kind of amusing what happens there and stuff, and that is a huge major plot point for it. There's also a bit of kidnapping in this book. More than one kidnapping, I'll tell you that, and that definitely adds to the suspense and the excitement and intrigue of the book. But it was a very good read, very short read. You could probably even read it in a day. I don't always read very fast. Sometimes I read faster than other times. It just depends on my mood and stuff. But I would highly recommend this book, especially for anyone who loves Gothic Romance, anybody who likes romance, and anyone who likes both, as well as historical romance too, and Regency. So, pick up this book. Now I'll go back on the whole thing. I read this originally in Wattpad, and so I got to read it for free. But the Wattpad version doesn't have all the corrections and stuff, so it was kind of a preview version, and then the official version with all the corrections and everything was put out. And so it's very inexpensive, so I go out and buy it because it helps support the author. It's only 99 cents for the Kindle version, and I think the paperback version's only $5. It's very reasonable too, so, go out and get this book. It's great. I cannot stress enough. LV Lloyd also has a website. I've not visited the website yet, but I plan to. I wish I had before I started the video, but I was just trying to get all my stuff ready for the video so I could get it done early and have it published by sometime late evening, here on YouTube. But please go to her website. She lives in Australia, by the way, with her family and a couple cats. I did read, about her stuff. And she has a bunch of other books. I have not read any of her other books, but after sampling her writing in this and, her storytelling, I would be interested in reading more of her stuff. Like I said, it's an easy, quick read. It's very entertaining, and it's inexpensive. So, check it out and support, an independent author. So, and my screen went off, but that's fine. Now, I do plan on doing another video this month. One more on another Gothic. I may end up actually doing it tomorrow, and I hate doing videos so close together, but I don't know if I'm going to have time otherwise. So, keep a lookout for that. You may be, see another video soon, so I'll promote both. But if you're interested in my writing, you can check me on Wattpad, like I said, and you can read the first 2 chapters of my novel, as well as some of my short stories, and some of my poetry. If you're interested in Alone with the Professor, which is an erotic romance that I wrote and published not too long ago, it's available on Amazon for only 99 cents. It is Kindle version only. And if you're interested in purchasing my novel, it's available in paperback and Kindle. This is the Kindle edition, and it is only $2.99 for the Kindle. It's a little bit more for the paperback, but your preferences, your choice. It is, of course, a Gothic romance written, I guess, kind of Regency in many ways, and it is that same style as even the book Gothic Romances. And yeah, so check it out. Also visit my author page, which is on Amazon, and visit and like the official Facebook page for my book, The Curse of Rich House. So please please go there and hit like on there and follow all the posts that are on there. I do occasional posts. So yeah, that's all I've got for you this time around. So check in with me very soon for the last in my series of Pride Month videos. So, happy Pride, Black Lives Matter, keep safe, keep social distancing, wear your masks, and be kind and courteous to others, Don't think about just yourself, think about others as well. So, we're all in this together. So, I'll see you soon, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.